All right, well, let's get started. Pretty excited to introduce this 3x8 forced matrix that we have at Xcelerate Fuel Tabs because I think it's one of the most lucrative, the most honest, and the most simplistic compensation plan that it exists. I think it promotes team building. It promotes the ability to create meaningful income, life-changing income, and then income that you can only dream about. I think it hits all points and affects all people as far as the way you can build this with little to no experience all the way up to the seasoned veteran in this industry. So I think that you're going to see that once we go over all of the points. It's a very simple comp plan that, as I said, there are really only 4 parts. So you have the first part, which is retail bonus, fast start bonus, the matrix bonus, and then the check match bonus. 4 things, very easy. The most important thing about a comp plan is, okay, you may be able to understand it, but can you explain it to someone else, right? Can you make it easily understandable to someone else? And with this compensation plan, after hearing it a couple times, you really understand it, and you'll understand how simple it is and how easy it is to duplicate. First off, we have the retail bonus. This is very self-explanatory, but you have 4 different packages that we're going to start off with. Averaging right now, the first pack, which is, we call it the retail pack, is $4 a tab, all the way wholesale down to $2.50 a tab. That equals about $15 per pack versus $24. And so the retail bonus is basically what you would get in between your retail and wholesale pricing. And these are just a few examples. I guess, again, everything on here, all of the examples, all of the dollar amounts as far as commissions and incomes that I'm talking about is not a guarantee of income. This is just to show you what is possible. This is used as an example. Not everyone's income and ability is going to be the same. So these are not income claims, and we do not guarantee you're going to make this. But these are what some of the possibilities are in the examples that we've created. So if you were doing the $60 pack, which is 3 packs, it brings the price down from $4 a tab. You'll be able to make $12 on that 3 pack if you retailed it at $24. Down to the 10 pack, you're making $80. That's $8 a pack times 10. Down to the 100 pack, which is, you'd be earning $900 in retail between that $2.50 or $15 pack to the $24 pack. That price in between the retail and wholesale, you'll be earning that retail income. The fast start bonus, 2 things to remember here. The fast start bonus is the initial order only. So meaning if you had Joe come in and Joe purchased a product, whatever he purchased, that first initial purchase, you would earn a fast start bonus. If he ordered 5 minutes after or 5 months later, that would fall into the matrix bonus. And we'll explain that. So, and the other thing to remember is that this follows genealogy, okay, not placement levels. So it's not 1, 2, 3 placement levels. This is 1, 2, 3 genealogy going up the sponsorship tree, meaning, and we'll explain this. So 3 generations of fast starts. So let's just imagine there's you sponsor number 1, number 1 sponsors number 2, number 2 sponsors number 3. That is generations. That's a genealogy, a sponsorship genealogy. Even though it is physical placements in this diagram, it is genealogy as the fast start is paid on. And let me show you where the real difference is. Let's just say that you sponsored number 4 and they landed on your 4th level. In the genealogy, in the fast start, that is your 1st generation. Okay, so it doesn't matter how far in the matrix or how many physical levels deep your generational fast starts with your personally sponsored, then their personally sponsored would be generation 2, and their personally sponsored would be generation 3. So if one, in this case, the second one below number 3 here, sponsored someone, even though they would be on your 5th level, that's still your 2nd generation. Does that make sense? So you literally could be making fast starts dozens and dozens and dozens of levels deep, even though this is only a 3x8 forced matrix, because it follows the genealogy sponsorship tree. So the first pack is the 24 pack. We call this the retail pack. This is $24, 20 CV as in commissionable volume, and it generates 50% commission, 50% of the CV, and that's $10. So this is the only pack that doesn't have 3 levels. They give all 50% in 1 level of genealogy. So if you sponsor someone and they purchase the $24, the 1-pack retail, you make 50% of that. No one else makes any commission. Instead of having 35, 10, and 5 to equal 50, they just give you the full 50 right up front, because it's really important to put money back into your pocket immediately, right? We want to be able to pay for your product, pay for your samples that you're going to give to people, pay for maybe a little retail display that you're going to do, some advertising. We want to put money into your pocket quickly. So 50% is given right off the bat to everyone that you personally sponsor that purchases the 1-pack. Now the 3-pack, which is the $60, 60 CV, and one thing to mention, a side note, is we tried to make the CV to dollar amount as close as humanly possible without breaking the bank. So you see some comp plans where it's 20 CV and you're making $20, you're making 15 CV, or $110 and you're making 55 CV. I mean, that's ridiculous. We're trying to make it as very close to possible. So in the 1-pack, 24 to 20, that's only $4 difference. 20 CV, that's really very, very, very reasonable. The 3-pack here, 60 CV, it's dollar to dollar. So it's dollar a point, 60 is 60 CV. You'll earn 35% on your first generation, 10% on second, and third, and 5% on your third. So meaning if I sponsored number 1 and they purchased a 60-pack, I would get 35%. Okay. If number 1 went and sponsored number 2, number 1 would get 35%, and number 2 would get 10%. If number 2 sponsored number 3, then it would be 35% to number 2, 10% to number 1, and 5% to you. The 10-pack and the 100-pack follow the same exact fast start, 35% on the first level, 10% on the second, and 5% on the third. The personal requirements here: 0 to 19 PV or CV, personal volume or commissionable volume. You earn 1 generation only. Okay. Up to 20 PV or more, you earn all 3 generations in the fast start. So as long as you're buying 1 pack of product, you will earn all 3 generations on the commission. But the flip side of that, even if you're not ordering any product, you can still come in and you can still earn commissions by introducing people to the product. This is the important part of this compensation plan, is that this is built for the average person, right? This is built if you have no money and there's no other options for you, this is an option for you, right? You can come in and you can earn your way up. You can move up the ladder by simply introducing somebody. It costs nothing to join, and you don't even have to buy products to get 1 generation of pay. I think that's extremely, extremely important, and I absolutely love that about this compensation plan. Let's talk about number 3. This is the 3x8 matrix. Now, again, there's very few qualifications on here. What you need here is 60 PV or CV. So you just need to buy the 3-pack. And the reason being is that this is a business, right? You're not just buying 1 pack and using it. You need to share it. You need to retail it. You need to get the word out. And you're not going to do that with an empty wagon, so to speak, right? If this is a business, you treat it like a business. If you want to be a hobby, or if you're just limping along, then go with the single pack and work in the fast start bonuses for now, until you accumulate the type of income where you can move up into the 3-pack. And then you maybe want to move up into the 10-pack if you have a lot of customers and build a solid customer base. But anyway, this is meant for the business builders. So anyone that is 20 PV up to, or 0 to 59, you are not earning on the matrix portion of the pay. And the other qualifications, the only other qualification is how many people you've personally sponsored. So you could come in, you can order no product and get paid on the fast start, as we explained. You can come in, you can order 60 CV or PV for the 3-pack and not sponsor anyone, and you still could earn 3 levels on the matrix as well. So the first level has 3 members, the second level has 9, the third level has 27. You're able to earn on all 3 levels and never have sponsored a person. The way that this matrix works, it's a forced matrix, meaning you have 3 levels on your front level, all right? Everyone after that third person, so your 4th, 5th, 6th, anyone else after that falls underneath someone else, right? And everyone, once you fill that, it falls under someone else. But the great part about this comp plan, and it's unlike any, this is not a normal forced matrix. Okay, this is not a normal force matrix. This is it's a combination, a hybrid between a monoline, meaning a single line, and a regular force matrix. Because this moves directly from left to right and fills completely. And you're not the only one that's building your matrix. Everyone in your sponsorship genealogy is working on building that same matrix. So when you sponsor someone, it is automatically placed. You don't have a choice where it's going, where that person is going. It is automatically placed to the furthest left open position. The furthest left open position, and your sponsor, when he sponsors somebody, it's doing the same thing. The furthest left open position, most likely under you, or good likelihood. The ability for spillage here is so high. It's not like a binary or a unilevel where you can spread out further, or a binary where you have to balance 2 legs, and it has all these offshoots where it could have dead legs and whatnot. If you've ever worked a binary, this is every hole in this matrix is going to be filled. So that's 3 levels that immediately you will earn on in the matrix. Sponsor 2 people, right? And you pick up levels 4 through 6. Sponsor a total of 4, so that's 2 more people. You pick up level 7, and sponsor 1 more person, a total of 5, and you'll pick up level 8. We're talking about life-changing income at this point, and we'll go into some of the numbers. So the only qualifications for the 3x8 matrix is you have to have 60 CV. It's basically $60, and then you have to have up to 5 people personally sponsored to earn all 8 levels of this compensation plan as far as the matrix goes. So the matrix works, as I mentioned before. If you sponsored your first person, they fall on your first level. Second, third, after that, they fall on your second level to the next open position. So in this case, you see the first position on the left is already filled right here. So it went to the next open position, right? And so when the next person you sponsor, or the next person that number 1 sponsors, or possibly even the next person that your sponsor sponsors, will go to this next open position. And then when you sponsor someone else, it'll look here. This is filled. This guy already did it. All right, thank you. Move to the next one. This one's filled. Okay, this one is open, and it moves into this position. The same with the person above you, and possibly the person above them, and the person above them. They're looking to fill a 3x8 matrix, everybody in your personal organization. And so you may find, again, that you get spillage because we're working as a team to build out this matrix. And this matrix is over 9,000 potential customers and members. Okay, so we're all working together. We're all building each other's business. We're all helping each other earn an income. All right, so here's some examples. Now, again, I just want to stress this again. This is not a guarantee that you're going to make anything, right? This is based on your efforts. This is based on your experience, your willingness to learn, your willingness to be coachable, your willingness to reach out and take ownership of your business. I mean, there's so many variables as to how you can earn or what you will earn. And most of it starts between your ears, right? You don't have to have experience. You don't have to know anything about fuel catalysts. You don't need to know anything about this compensation plan. What you need to know is you have the belief in yourself and you're willing to be coachable, and you have the willingness to pick up the phone or whatever modern technology, social media, and reach out to your sponsor for help. And if that person's not willing to help or just doesn't know what they're doing yet, because they may be new too, you reach out to their sponsor and then to their sponsor and to their sponsor until you find someone that can help you. So if you have that passion and that drive, then you are going to be successful in this compensation plan. It doesn't take a lot of effort, guys, to do this, but what it does is it takes some. And so that is completely up to you. So again, this is not a guarantee of income. These are just examples I pulled out of thin air to give you a potential of what could happen in your life if you are coachable, buckled down, and did exactly what the comp plan is telling you to do, exactly what the company is teaching you as far as steps. So level one, you have the potential. We'll just say if everyone ordered $60, that 3-pack, that's 60 CV. If everyone ordered 60 CV and this was a perfect world, on level one, you'd be earning $9, right? 3 times 3. On level two, because every level, by the way, 1 through 8 is 5%. So you earn 5% of the CV levels 1 through 8. Now, 3 times 3 is 5% of 60 is 3. You'd earn 9. On the second level, you'd earn $27. On the third level, you'd make 81. So without sponsoring a soul, ordering 60 CV, if you look over here on the left, you're making $117 a month. If you're spending 60 and making 117, are you in profit? Absolutely, you're in profit, almost double. So this is really, really important. And this is really what's important about this comp plan, is because what is the number one problem in this industry is in compensation plans. It's attrition. It's people leaving just as fast as they're coming in. It's constantly plugging holes. It's ordering extra product at the end of the month to make sure you qualify, and all of these little things in the industry that no one talks about. You don't have to worry about that here, because if you do the work, minimal work, you'll be able to work as a team and earn enough to pay for your product at the very least. Now, let's say that you actually put in the slightest bit of effort and you didn't keep your business a secret and you told people about the product, and soon to be products, plural, then you can earn, when you sponsor 2 people, down 4 to 6 levels. So at that point, you're earning 243 on your 4th. Now it's getting exciting, 729 on your 5th. You're earning 2,187 just on your 6th level. That's $3,276 a month that you're earning just by sponsoring 2 people and following the system. 6,561 potentially on your 7th level, and 19,000 so-and-so on your 8th level, bringing you over 29 grand, almost 30,000 in your matrix. Is that amazing? By sponsoring just 5 people, no leg balancing, right? No multiple legs like in a unilevel. You don't have to worry about multiple teams. No, we're talking about everyone working together to fill our matrix, showing customers this product, letting them see how unique and amazing the results that they're going to get, and they're going to keep being your customer. The same with the distributors. If you can see how much money you can make and how well the product's working, why would you leave? And so we made this compensation plan so simple, anyone can do it that wants to do it. So let's go over to to dynamic compression. So one of the key factors here also in this industry, there is breakage, right? We all hear about it. It's where somebody doesn't earn a commission, it goes back to the company. Well, here there is extremely low breakage, very low breakage. The company, as far as earning off of the compensation plan, where distributors have not qualified, it's so slim, it's not even measurable. So as much as humanly possible, all 8 levels of the matrix, 5% on each level is paid out. And let me show you how dynamic compression works. Now, this isn't regular compression. We have regular compression, just like everyone else does. So if you sponsor Joe and Joe sponsors Mary, and Joe doesn't order, but Mary does, when commission is run, Mary moves up to Joe's position just for the purpose of commission, and that hole is filled, and everyone moves up into Mary's spot, et cetera, until that entire matrix is full. And then the next month, everyone moves back into the normal position unless they don't order again, and then again, it happens again. That's regular compression, just meaning all holes, once the compensation is run, the commission report is run, all holes will be filled in the matrix. There are no open positions. Dynamic compression works a little bit differently. And this is really, this could double, triple your income just because of this one feature, because this is fair. This is what companies don't do for the most part. They're not fair. They have exit strategies. They have stockholders and investors and all of these things to answer to. We don't. We have extremely low overhead. We have no one to answer to. We own this company 100%. This is one of the reasons we can put so much into this compensation plan and build it like we can, is because we have very, very low overhead. We don't have 50,000 square foot home offices, and we're not riding around in BMWs and throwing gigantic events that cost $2 million. I mean, are we going to have events? Yeah, absolutely. But they're going to be on the beach somewhere, and they're going to be, small, very intimate gatherings, maybe multiple a year, where we can talk and mastermind and see how things are progressing and how we can help each other in other areas as well. So dynamic compression works like this. It starts from the bottom and it works its way up. So how dynamic compression will work at the end, we'll just say at the end of the day, at the end of the month, the commission run is, we're going to hit the button and run the commission report, right? So what it's going to do is going to look at the very, very bottom, the very last order in the company. And it's going to say, okay, let's just assume that these on the left now here are all the orders that were placed in 10 levels. It's going to look and say, okay, number 10, this order was placed. It was 60 CV. Who qualifies for this commission? Now I need to pay out all 8 levels at 5% per level. Let's look up. So it looks at their sponsor. This person has 60 CV. They ordered. Doesn't look like they personally sponsored anyone. Do they qualify? Yes, they get level 1, because level 1, if you look over here, you don't need to have personally sponsored. You just need 60 PV or CV. They do. Number 1 is paid out. I've got 7 more levels to pay out. Does number 8 qualify? Well, they have 60 CV and they didn't sponsor anyone, but look, 3 levels are free of no personally sponsored requirements, so they get paid the second level. So we have 6 more. So we go up to this person, 20 CV. Does 20 CV qualify over here? No, you have to have 60 CV. That person is skipped, goes to the next person. 160 CV and 2 people sponsored. But we're only paying out level 3. You don't need the 2 people sponsored, but he has it. He has 160, not just 60. So he's well qualified, and level 3 is paid out. Level 4 we're looking for now. Level 4 pays out 5% as well. This person has no order. This person has no order. This person right here, I skipped a slide, apologize. 60 CV. They sponsored 4 people. So who gets paid on the 4th level? The 4th level is 4 through 6. You just have to sponsor 2. They sponsored 4. You need 60 CV. They have it. Number 4 is paid. Number 5, same scenario. If you look at number 5 right here, you need 2 personally sponsored. They have it. They have 60 CV. 5. Number 6 is looking to be paid out. We go to this person. 5 personally sponsored, 160 CV. They're qualified as well. But what about you? Are you qualified? Number 7 goes to you because you are qualified. To get level number 7, right, you need to sponsor 4 people. I have 5, or you have 5, right? So I qualify, or you qualify. And then it looks, where are we going to pay number 8? Well, it looks upward beyond you to pay out number 8. So this order started on level 10. This is only an 8-level compensation plan. So you and the person above you were paid well beyond your 8th level because of dynamic compression. Okay. So what's going to happen is this is going to compress first naturally, and then it's going to dynamically compress. Okay, once all the holes are filled, because there could be some $20 orders in there that compress up, and they excuse me, will be skipped as well. But this is how dynamic compression works. Number 4 is the check match. Now, we told you in the previous one, I was telling you about $29,520 is potential if everyone orders 60 CV. Again, we're not guaranteeing income. I'm not saying this is what you're going to do or what everyone's going to earn. Totally dependent on your ability and your willingness to work the compensation plan. You bought 29,520 is the potential. The check match number 4 is based solely on the matrix money. So all of your personally sponsored, your first generation, everyone that you've personally sponsored, whatever they earn here, you earn 50% of here. That is super exciting. So if you help your personally sponsored, if you invest in your personally sponsored success, then you are naturally going to be rewarded for at least 50% of whatever their check is. There's no competition. We're not trying to build a separate leg beside anyone. We're working together to build this matrix. And so 29,520 means to you, excuse me, means to you 50%. That's 14,760. You need 5 personally sponsored to earn all 8 levels. What if you did? What if you sponsored all 5? And what if you helped them and poured your heart and soul into building this business and work together as a team, and all 5 of them are maxing their matrix? Look, you're made over $100,000 just by building as a team and following the system. And you've only sponsored 5, no leg balancing, no 5, 6, 7 legs. Very, very simple. What if you sponsored more than 5? What if your guys like, Val and Malcolm and all of these people out there that are sponsoring Daniel, sponsoring 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people? What is this check match going to look like over here? Let's bring it down. Let's dumb it down to just very reasonable and realistic and conservative figures. What if you were making 1,000, but you sponsored 5 people and they were making 1,000? You just made 2,500 in check matches and 1,000 in the matrix. You see how this can add up to big money just by taking simple steps. So I think this is the last slide, guys. I hope this made a little bit of difference and sorted out maybe some confusion. Maybe I confused you more, I don't know, but hopefully not. If you do have questions, get with your sponsor. Again, this is the pre-launch version of a PowerPoint presentation. The comp plan is not going to change, but the graphics will, and it'll become a little bit more refined once we launch. But I just wanted to get this out there because there are a lot of questions out there, and hopefully, again, this answered a few of them, and you'll be able to understand how to structure and how positioning all works. So thanks, everyone. I appreciate it, and we will see you on the next webinar.